Ja, herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Ausgabe SI-Talk, PDEC 2023, letzter Tag. Wir sind sozusagen in der Endschleife und ich habe jetzt gerade noch den Martin Kepman noch einmal erwischt von Manganese X und er ist heute vollkommen happy mit dieser Messe, denn er hat so viele neue Kontakte und so viele Leute wollen jetzt sein Produkt haben. Er hat auch teilweise sein Produkt mitgenommen, hier weißes Pulver. Hat nichts mit dem anderen Zeug zu tun, was Sie vielleicht meinen. Und er wird uns jetzt noch ein bisschen was drüber erzählen. Martin, thank you for your time. We met us yesterday on the floor and we set up this meeting. And you bring us a little bit gift. Not a gift. What is this?
This is called high purity manganese sulfite monohydrate, MnSO4. Or this is the end product that we have produced from our mine in Battery Hill in Woodstock, New Brunswick.
Yeah, what is the percentage?
It's 99.95% pure,
okay.
EV compliant,
okay.
And there are 18 contaminants in here, and we're able to reduce all the contaminants down to less than 0.2 parts per million. It's very exciting to do that. But I just want to explain something, because there's a very big misconception about what this high purity manganese sulfide is. This is called a precursor to the cathode. Mm-hmm. The cathode is the energy source of the battery. Mm-hmm. 40 to 60% of the cost is within the battery. Mm-hmm. So what they're doing, what most of the OEMs are doing right now, is they're mixing a combination of different minerals into the cathode. Mm-hmm. to be able to give it all the power and all the working power of it. The thing is, there's different combinations. They're called tyranny minerals, and there's like nickel, cobalt, manganese, etc. Those are the 3 prime elements right now. Mm-hmm. But as you know, they're eliminating cobalt because it's very costly, and our little baby here, the manganese now, is they're using the battery, they're using a lot more of the percentage of manganese and reducing the other minerals because of its great qualities. It has fantastic qualities, and there's been major talks about, I can go on for a long time, there's major talks about increasing the use of manganese in the nickel, manganese, cobalt chemistries, but also there's a lithium iron phosphate. Mm-hmm. There's 2 different areas, one for the EV batteries, and then there's the one for the iron phosphate, which is used for shorter distances. That type of chemistry is being used in Europe for shorter distances, and now they found that by adding at least 50% of this high purity manganese sulfate into the iron, it's getting much more durability, rechargeability,
okay,
etc., to be able to get the holy grail of the 1,000-mile battery.
Okay, and so magnesium can be maybe a major part in this,
yes.
But you say in front that you have really exciting about this PDSE, that so many people, so many contacts you make. Mm-hmm. So what is now the difference? Is it, I must say, last time we met us 3 years ago.
Yes.
3 years is a long period, especially in this area.
Exactly.
So how has changed from 3 years ago to now, and why are now the excitement coming from the other groups?
It's called the EV revolution.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Go.
But we always think about the EV revolution,
yeah.
But you see now it's much more powerful,
yeah.
and more things are coming in, and how you going forward with then, how you bring now money into the company from revenues and so on. So how far are we?
Okay. Right now, as everybody's aware, we finished a very, very robust economic PEA by one of the most successful consulting companies in the world and the most recognized, called Wood. So we've done that, now we're going into our pre-feasibility study shortly. But us being so ambitious and forward-thinking, we now we've opened a pilot project in Richmond, British Columbia, called at Cometco Research. They're our metallurgical company. We spent a lot of money. We sent 1,500 bulk sample kilo to Cometco, and they're working on a pilot project to produce samples, high purity samples, which hopefully will be produced in the next 4 to 8 weeks. And we've got many requests from major players that they want to test our high purity manganese sulfate. They're called pre-qualifying or pre-testing into the cathode. They want to test it because it's a very intricate testing process, and any contaminant or any part of this process can ruin the cathode. So we're going to start sending out some.
What I see also here, that now we see that a lot of OMG coming out direct to the companies. And interesting to see and talk with the companies,
Yes.
if we can make a direct relationship to them, not going through a trader, going direct
Exactly.
to the company. Do you see this, or you have
Well-
also the contacts there?
Well, what's happened is we've had, I've never encountered such a busy PDAC like this since we've been here since 2017. There's so much interest in this type of product. And as you are aware, we are the only North American supplier getting close to be able to production.
Okay.
And our whole mission is to become the first commercialized manganese company to supply high purity manganese sulfate to the EV compliant market in North America. And there's so many parks opening up now in Quebec and Ontario, where all the majors are coming into these parks to start producing. You're going to produce the vehicles, and they're going to start producing the batteries, and they're going to need product. And we're very excited because now these OEMs are really starting to realize where are we going to get the product. You know, and since China supplies 90% of this high purity manganese sulfate and controls the market, you know, they don't want to be reliant on China, which is normal, and there's a lot of other things going on because of the fact there's major predictions by 2030 that there's going to be an increase of tenfold for the demand for this high purity product. And the most interesting part is there's very few companies in the pipeline that can produce it because it's a very intricate, complicated process.
Okay.
And we have been able to prove this on a smaller scale, and now because we're now working with the pilot project, we're going to prove we can produce it on a larger scale, on a repetitious manner. We've also done something very, very interesting. We've really now filed for patent pending on our process because we've eliminated some major processes, cost-saving processes in our operation. And we've eliminated some processes that are not environmentally friendly and very costly. So if you would see our PEA, it proves that our manufacturing costs and processing costs to produce this now is extremely competitive and one of the lowest in the industry right now. So we're also now a technology company, more also as a mining company, and we're getting interest also in our technology. So how's that?
Look, unbelievable.
I'm very excited. You know, I can't believe the overwhelming enthusiasm we've had at the booth. And you know what? I'm sitting in Quebec. I live in Quebec, and I have to interact with people from Toronto, British Columbia, and also in Germany because we do a lot of interacting with the Germans, and it's so invigorating and so motivating to come out and see all the interest in our product and where we're going. I'm really excited.
Perfect. Normally I would say it's a perfect end, but I will ask some question about normally all these works cost also a lot of money. So do you planning any raise? Do you have enough money to do this, the next steps? When you really think that you can sell the first products, or maybe also on a lower scale, so through your What do you think?
Well, great question. Our whole concern right now is to make sure that we can flow into our pre-feasibility study, which is going to happen probably the third quarter of this year. We're well financed. We just had a raise in December, and it was overwhelmingly successful. And there's a lot of interest in the company. We're getting some interest from hedge funds right now, which I'm very excited about, but we don't want to dilute the stock, and we don't want to hurt our shareholders. My most important thing is to protect the shareholders and enhance their shareholder value. For me, we've been working since 2016, and we have a very, very small team, but a very successful team, may I say. And that's where we want to go, and we'll probably readdress this situation, that's not a problem, in the summertime. And we'll see the reaction from some of the OEMs about how we're proceeding with qualification, but there's a lot of interest, and we're looking, we're going to have to probably raise some money, but maybe there'll be some other companies that really want to come in and finance.
Maybe also from this OEM.
Yeah, of course, but I don't want to get optimistic.
No. That's for sure.
They're already talking of us meeting with them and seeing where they want to go and securing off-take deals. Securing the high-purity manganese, not an off-take deal, but securing
No, for sure.
because they're going to need it in 4 or 5 years or even less. So where are they going to get it? So we're the only North American company progressing to commercialize this high-purity manganese sulfate and via supply chain. And just one more last comment, because I always stay. We've also had a lot of interest from American cathode manufacturers because of Biden's bills and all the assistance, and they would love to integrate us in because there's a lot of government assistance, and they're starting to open up some government assistance program in Canada. So we're really ready, set to go.
Perfect. Martin, I think it was a great end point. Can you have this for my German summary? Dieses Produkt geht es eigentlich.
Ja, leider muss ich es so nachvertonen. Leider hat es das Video geschossen. Ich bin froh, dass überhaupt das Video an sich übrig ist. Ich meine, Sie erkennen, dass der Martin Kepman vollkommen begeistert ist und vollkommen geflasht ist. Er muss wirklich eine extrem gute Messe gehabt haben. Und man kann es vielleicht auch verstehen. Er hat das weiße Pulver gezeigt, das ich auch noch zum Schluss in der Hand gehabt habe. Das ist Mangansulfat. Und das ist extrem hoch rein, ich glaube 99,8, 99,0 irgendwas, also wirklich hochgradig, und das ist relativ schwierig zum Herstellen und wird allerdings in der Batterieindustrie immer wichtiger. Es ist ein Ersatzprodukt für Kobalt, und man hat festgestellt, scheinbar bei Tests, dass wenn man dieses Mangansulfid dazu mischt, die Qualität der Batterie, die Ladefähigkeit, die Entladefähigkeit, die Dichte, Elektronendichte und so weiter zunimmt und es verbessert, und deswegen ist das Interesse der Batterienhersteller und der Automobilhersteller, also der OEMs, wie es so schön heißen, die Originalhersteller, massiv gestiegen, und deswegen ist er so begeistert, weil er so viele Termine gehabt hat. Ich meine, man hat es zum Schluss gemerkt, das war der letzte Tag der PDAC, muss man auch dazu sagen. Das heißt, die PDAC war dort schon geschlagen, und das war quasi sein Fazit. Und jetzt haben sie eine Großprobe laufen mit 1500 Kilos. Das wird Sie sind ja auch ein Technologie quasi Unternehmen, sie haben ein Prozessverfahren entwickelt, wo man genau dieses Mangansulfid, dieses hochgradige Mangansulfid, hochreine, muss man eigentlich sagen, über ein Verfahren entwickeln können, haben auch Patente dementsprechend angemeldet, und das wird jetzt in einer Großprobe umgesetzt, das heißt in einer Pilot Plant, und diese Pilot Plant wird dann das Produkt, was da rauskommt, auch diesen OEMs gegeben, um das Produkt schon zu testen, damit sie quasi vorqualifiziert sind und vielleicht natürlich den Appetit auf so einen Lieferanten zu generieren, denn auch dieses hochreine Mangansulfid wird dominiert von den Chinesen. Marktanteil hat er irgendwo gesagt, glaube ich, war 90%. Sie brauchen derzeit kein Geld, allerdings im Sommer können wir vorstellen, dass da die nächste Finanzierung ist. Und er hat aber das auch so angekündigt, beziehungsweise habe ich gefragt, ob theoretisch auch möglich ist, dass so ein OEM einsteigt. Und da wären natürlich solche Großproben oder solche Proben natürlich sehr interessant, wenn die sagen, na okay, das passt eigentlich gut rein, beteiligen wir ein bisschen uns dran, dann können wir uns möglicherweise den Zugang zu diesem Produkt sichern, weil wir brauchen das dann früher oder später bei unserer Batterie. Also an sich ein sehr interessantes Interview mit dem Martin Kepman von Manganese X Energy. Und das war aufgenommen auf der PDEC am letzten Tag. Das war der Mittwoch, ich glaube der 7. März 2023. Und das war es von Manganese X. Tschüss und Baba. Pfiat euch und sorry, dass das Interview nicht fertig war, sondern dass Sie jetzt die Kurzfassung so sehen müssen. Tschüss und Baba. Pfiat euch.